Points for attention. 1. Please strictly follow the instructions to avoid injury. LT is recommended to use in an open and non-populated area. Indoor use can only turn off the GPS mode, use the optical flow mode, and cannot enable the GPS mode. 2. Please abide by the relevant local regulations, understand the restrictions and requirements of airspace, and use the product reasonably. 3. The battery shall be kept away from the fire source and inflammables and shall not be squeezed or disassembled. Please ensure that the charging is carried out indoors. 4. This product contains small parts, please place them in a proper way. Before starting this product, please install obstacle avoidance equipment first. When starting this product, do not touch the PTZ camera and obstacle avoidance equipment, because the gimbal is automatically calibrating when it is turned on. Obstacle avoidance equipment is powered on. If you touch it without authorization, the gimbal will not be calibrated properly. Obstacle avoidance equipment not working. Preparation works before the flight. Long press drone battery switch. Start the aircraft. Turn on the remote control. Remote controller send out a drip sound. Pairing is succeeded. Press the geomagnetic calibration button. Pick up the drone and turn it in a clockwise direction on a horizontal 1 meter above the ground. When hear a drip from the remote controller, stand up the drone. Camera facing up. Turn clockwise. When hear a drip from the remote controller. Geomagnetic correction completed. At this time the aircraft will automatically enter the search mode. Wait for the number of satellites to reach more than 7 to complete positioning. The remote control will beep promptly to enter the GPS function. Aircraft lights changed from slow flashing to steady on. Press the gyroscope calibration button. The gyroscope enters the calibration state. When the indicator light changes from fast flashing to constant light, calibration complete. Connect Wi-Fi. Scan corresponding QR code. Download app. Enter phone settings options. Turn on wireless network. Search the device. Link up. After successful connection, exit setup options. Open the software on the phone. Drone unlocking. The left and right levers of the remote control pull inward or outward at the same time. Unlocking of the drone is finished. Basic operation. Upward. Downward. Turn left. Turn right. Forward. Backward. Left-sided flying. Right-sided flying. 2 levels of speed shift. Gimbal adjustment. Photo taking and video recording function. Press the camera button. Camera takes a photo. Long press the camera button. The camera starts recording. Long press this button again to exit the video mode. Long press the geomagnetic calibration button for 5 seconds. Obstacle avoidance function can be turned on and off. About 2 m in front of the drone lens. Hold one hand horizontally to make a gesture. After the drone successfully recognizes the gesture, count down 3 seconds to take photos. About 2 m in front of the drone lens. Merge 5 fingers and hold one hand horizontally, or show a box to record gestures. After the drone successfully recognizes the gesture, it starts recording. When recognized gestures again, finish the recording. Click camera switch button. To switch front and bottom camera. 50x zoom, adjustable. Waypoint flight. Click a waypoint flight icon. Enlarge map. Draw the flying point. Click the send icon. The drone will start at the initial point, fly to the first point of the flight path, and then fly point by point in order. Interest point around. Click the around flight icon. Click the send icon. The drone nose will be centered on the current position of the drone. Circling clockwise or counterclockwise. Click the GPS follow icon. The drone will follow the mobile phone. Click on the master tracking icon. When the horizontal distance between the drone and the target is about 2 m, start tracking flight. Click on the hand control icon. The drone will follow the palm to fly up and down. The best distance between palm and camera is about 1 m. Click the one-click return icon. Automatically return to takeoff point. Click the MV icon. Enter MV interface. MV function production. Background music can be added. Filter and lens effects. If the drone is used indoors or in a place with poor signal, please enable optical flow mode directly. After the drone and the remote controller are frequency matched, the geomagnetism and gyroscope are calibrated. At this time the drone will automatically carry out GPS search and positioning. The drone cannot take off with the protector is enabled. Need to press the GPS switch button. The remote control makes sound of drip, shows GPS function is closed. The drone is unlocked and can take off. The drone has no GPS function at this time. Please pay attention to the flight distance and altitude when using it to avoid loss. Battery replacement and charging. Remove the battery. Connect USB charging cable to battery charging socket. Connect the other end to the 5V1-2 or adapter USB interface. After charging, insert the battery into the fuselage. Blades installation of the aircraft. Unscrew the screws. Take out the blades. Pay attention to the corresponding A and B blades during replacement. Put blade on. Turn and tighten the screws. Common fault problem. Problem 1. Mode 1 drone motor can rotate, the drone cannot take off, and the light flashes quickly and slowly. Solution 1. The GPS function is not turned off and the drone enables the protection program. Problem 2. Mode 1 drone motor can rotate, the drone cannot take off, and the light flashes quickly and slowly. Solution 2. Recalibrate the geomagnet after restarting. Problem 3. After mode 1 takes off, the drone has been flashing and cannot hover, floating and drifting away. Solution 3. The ground is too smooth and the environment is too dark, which will cause the optical flow lens to be fixed. Please take the place where the light is good and the ground is not reflective. Problem 4. After mode 2 takes off, the drone keeps flashing and cannot hover, floats, and the remote control switches between mode 1 and mode 2. Solution 4. The GPS positioning is not good and the interference is too great. Please take it to an open, unobstructed place without high voltage wires. Problem 5. Mode 2 drone motor can rotate, the drone cannot take off, and the light flashes quickly and slowly. Solution 5. Recalibrate the geomagnet after restarting. Problem 6. The drone was shaking very badly. Solution 6. The blade is deformed or damaged and needs to be replaced with a wind blade. Problem 7. For example, the obstacle avoidance device can rotate normally during the flight, but it has no obstacle avoidance function. Solution 7. Land the drone on a level ground, turn off the power and restart it. Problem 8. During the flight, the obstacle avoidance device cannot rotate normally and has no obstacle avoidance function. Solution 8. Land the drone, turn off the power, pull out the obstacle avoider, reinstall the obstacle avoider, and turn on the power.